This is an easy to make, low calorie weeknight meal that doesn't taste like you're eating healthy when you actually are. Today, we're gonna load up on veggies, rice, and turkey sausage to put together your next household staple. Let's get into it right now on Capital Kitchen. So as I said before, the name of the game with this recipe is tasty and healthy. Naturally, that means we're going to be using lots of vegetables to keep the nutrients high and the calories low. We're starting with bell peppers today, and I decided to use both red and green varieties. Slice around the outside of the core and cut the peppers into 1/4-inch strips. Give them a quick turn and cut the strips into thirds so you end up with pieces that look like this. Next up, we're going to prep some onion. I always start by cutting mine in half before making some vertical slices that go about 90% of the way through the onion. You want to keep the root intact because it holds the onion together, making the chopping part a lot easier. Give it a cross cut and slice down for a nice medium dice. Next, olive oil in the pan. If you really want to keep the calories down, you can swap this out for cooking spray, but I think the sear we're going to get on the peppers is much better with olive oil. Toss the peppers in and let them sit untouched on medium-high heat until they start to brown and blister on one side. While the peppers are cooking, this is a good time to prep our protein. Today we're going to be using Capital turkey sausage, and this is going to go perfectly with our veggie-forward, kind of health-conscious dish that we're making today. It's not only delicious, but it's also a very lean and low-calorie option for a high-protein sausage. I like to slice these about 1/4-inch thick and on a slight angle to get longer strips. This gives us more surface area to get some nice browning on the sausage. So we've got our turkey sausage ready to go. Once we've got a lot of color and blistering here on the peppers, that's a good time to throw in your onions. Lower the heat to medium-low and give it a stir every so often to keep those onions moving. And you can see right away they start to pick up a little bit of that color from the bell peppers. And we just want to let this cook slowly and get nice and soft. On the other pan here, this is where we're going to be cooking our turkey sausage. We're going to add just a little bit of olive oil to the pan and add our turkey sausage. We want to get a nice sear on both sides to really bring out the flavors of the meat. I don't recommend using cooking spray here as it's not going to brown this lean sausage nearly as well as a good drizzle of olive oil. With everything on the stove and our cutting board free, we can prep some more vegetables. Get whatever your favorite mushrooms are and give them a chop. I'm using Cremini Mushrooms today, but I would also recommend oyster or shiitake mushrooms for this, for their deep flavor and meaty texture. Add those to the pan with our peppers and onions and salt them to help draw the moisture out. Next up, we're going to add some grape tomatoes. Give these a slice down the middle and toss them into the pan. You can use any tomato variety you have on hand, but the thing I like about grape tomatoes is that they tend to be a bit sweeter and have a more concentrated flavor than larger varieties like Roma or vine tomatoes. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, that looks like enough veggies, he can't possibly add any more. And you're wrong. Vegetable stock. This is going to bring our salt levels up to make sure our food isn't bland, while also providing a vessel for our herbs and seasonings to get to know each other in the pot. And speaking of herbs and seasonings, we're going to add a teaspoon or two each of garlic powder, oregano, and dried chili flakes. And now I'm going to add in our turkey sausage. So our turkey sausage, it was already fully cooked, but we got some nice color on it, some flavor. So we browned it up. We got Opo Squash here. I was looking for zucchini. They had no zucchini at the store. I went with Opo Squash. Opo Squash is very similar to zucchini, but admittedly it's something I've never cooked with before. So we're gonna give it a go today for the first time. Opo Squash is really easy to prepare and cook. You just wanna cut around the outside to remove the skin, cut it in half to make it easier to slice, and then cut to whatever thickness you want. Just be careful not to overcook it, or it might get a little bit mushy and fall apart on you. So I just wanna have this ready off to the side here. We're gonna pad this out with a little bit of rice that I cooked ahead of time. This is just leftover rice. I cooked this yesterday. If you wanna know how I make rice, you can check out our fried rice video, and I walk you through all the steps of exactly how I make my rice. This is just plain. I didn't use any chicken broth or any of the stuff we used in that video, but the process is gonna be the same. Opo Squash. We're gonna toss this in. We're gonna finish this off with just a little bit of baby spinach here. So that's exactly what we're looking for. We've got our salty, smoky turkey sausage. This is herb and garlic feta cheese. Oh yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm gonna burn my whole mouth on this. Cheers. Did our food touch?
Nope.
Okay. This is right out of the pot. This is crazy.
I love this.
I wasn't sure how this was gonna turn out. I'm not a big veggies guy. That's why I'm a little large these days. But this came out really good. This is a good way to sneak the veggies on the family. Is that a thing people say? I don't know, maybe not. There's just enough acidity from the tomatoes. If you're gonna skip on the tomatoes, if you're not a tomato person, you wanna add something acidic. You wanna add maybe a splash of vinegar, lemon juice. You wanna add something, because there's a really good acid note from the tomatoes we threw in here. And the smoked turkey sausage is just fantastic. That's the cherry on top. I mean, I know it is meat, but it really brings like the meaty, savory element when you get a bite with the turkey sausage. And last thing I should say about it, which should also be the first thing I'll say about it, I'm gonna put the calories down per serving on this. I'm gonna calculate it later, and you'll see what it is. This is crazy. If you're looking for something that's a little health forward and something that you can make quickly on a weeknight, this is the thing. Please give it a try. I'm telling you, you're not gonna regret it. And if you made it this far in the video, I wanna thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed your time here and maybe you learned something here in the Capital Kitchen. Please leave a comment if you make this. We love talking to you in the comment section. Send us some photos if you do make it. We just love it. It really makes our day. And with that, I'll see you all next time. Take care, have a good night. Enjoy your new favorite weeknight dinner, okay? Don't skip on the tomato. If you do, put vinegar or something. Okay, all right, ciao. See you later.